y'all. Welcome back to the damn bar for another Big B beer review. Today, I got one that, if you live in the United States, you've seen it. If you haven't, then you're probably living under a rock. Today I got Steel Reserve. 211 Steel Reserve. Coming in at 8.1% ABV. Extra malted barley, a select hops for extra gravity. Oops, my bad, I read that wrong. So it's high gravity lager, Union made. And I read that wrong a second ago. It says extra malted barley and select hops for extra gravity. Extra gravity is like how they measure, and that's how they end up getting the ABV, how they tell what the ABV is. I know that from making beer. The hydrometer basically measures the gravity, if that makes sense. So the higher the starting gravity and the bigger separation between the starting gravity before you pitch the yeast compared to the final gravity before when it's finished is what you do the mathematical thing, and it tells you what the ABV is. So if it's got a big gravity in the beginning, good chances are it's going to be a higher ABV. As long as the yeast do their job right. So, the 211 mark, based on the medieval symbol for steel, appears only on Steel Reserve High Gravity. We use nearly twice the ingredients of many normal lagers and brew for over twice as long as many quality beers. And yet, this one's a cheap one. These are what, I'm sure you've seen these. It's from the Steel Brewing Company. Got water, barley malt, corn syrup, dextrose and maltose, yeast, hop, extract. People might wonder why. Why corn syrup? It even says your corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Steel Reserve never uses high fructose corn syrup. I don't know why they had to put that on there, because, high fructose corn syrup wouldn't be any different, really. Just give it, if anything, even more alcohol. Because that's what yeast does. Yeast eats sugars and farts out alcohol. Yeast makes alcohol by eating sugar. So high fructose, more sweetness, would probably mean more sugars, more alcohol. So I don't know why that matters. Except I think that high fructose corn syrup is genetically modified or scientific. It's chemically altered to be that way, I guess. I'm not totally sure. I'm not a scientist, so I'm just speculating as far as that goes. All right, anything else on here? No. These usually, I think you can get them like 2 for $2, or sometimes at some stores, I remember it's like 2 for $1 something for 2 of these. And this is a 16 a pint. And you can get the really big ones for like not even $2. So they're cheap. And, they give you 8%, 8.1%, so they're cheap and they give you a bang. It's a good bang for the buck. October 10th, 2022, so it's past its expiration date then. But I don't think that actually matters. I just picked this up. The store sold me a bad beer. Now it smells like a good beer. Malty. It's malty right up the nose, and it kind of smells like corn. It kind of out of a can. Definitely kind of smells like corn. See, I got nothing against these cheap beers. There you go, kind of a half hard pour. I still tilt the glass and half hard pour on it. But definitely got nothing against these cheap beers. That's a nice thick, right off the bat, because it's a half. That's 3 fat fingers, 4 for some people, I guess. Let me move that. I'll move it. All right. There we go. Look at all that action going on in there. So a nice gold color. Yellow to gold. It's not bad. It looks nice. Real thick. Nice, thick, dense foam, it looks like. Nice, which is a good sign of actually good quality usually. And it's holding its own. It's holding its own. It looks like kind of a moist foam too, and moist head on it. So let's get it over here. Yeah, right there on the 4, I'd say. Nice yellow, even 4 to 5. Probably more 5, I guess. Yeah. Looks like the head's starting to dissipate a little bit. Let's see if we can't liven that up just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Corn. That's what I smell the corn. And malty. Like malted barley and corn. Don't really smell any hops or anything. Let's taste the head on it. Like malted barley and corn. The head kind of tastes like it smells. Top her off again, shall we? Salud. Oh yeah. Oof. Okay. It's got a little bite to it. You can kind of taste the alcohol there. Especially in the finish when I burped. I got the boozy burn. The boozy burn. Definitely. For sure. And definitely tastes thicker and like a more of a medium body for sure. And there is a hoppiness there, but it's mostly malty, and I can taste the corn. I can definitely taste the corn syrup. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, from drinking these in the past, and I've had quite a few and stuff, I know from experience that beers like these aren't as good when they start to warm up. You kind of want to drink these fast and cold, because when they start to warm up, they just start to get a little skunky. They're not as good. I've had a lot of them. I mean, anything in the cheap high percent beers like the Edge, the Edge that I used to like, which they don't make anymore. Natty Daddy. What's the other ones? Anything in the high percentage, just cheap like natural ice, Bud Ice, and stuff like that. They warm up. They're really not good. Like with a lot of mega brew beers. Hell, even regular Budweiser isn't really that good when it warms up, and Bud Light especially isn't. Even though those are lower percentage, they're just the cheap beers. And I think this would be a good one to cook bratwurst in. Kind of like the Edge was. This one might even be the next best one. Get the chug factor in there. Yeah. Kind of a different flavor when you chug it like that too. More corn. I want a bratwurst. I want a hot dog. Oh yeah. Or a burger, would go great with this. Especially a bratwurst. Good to cook with bratwurst too. So, on Beer Advocate, as you would imagine, it's not very popular. Not with those people. 747 reviews gave it a 58. That's awful. I don't think I've ever really seen one that low. As a matter of fact, I don't even think Bud Light was that low. I'm going to have to go back and check, but that's pretty freaking bad. 58. And their average rating out of those 740 is a 2.43. That's pretty bad too. I do think, but that's Untapped. My bad. Untapped gets a 2.14 out of 24.7 thousand reviews. I'm surprised it's that low of a number, not higher. And 2.14 isn't bad, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Bud Light or something like that got a 1 point something, and I think. Not sure. 2.14 still is bad. It's still bad, but it's not the worst. Me. Would I drink this again? Certainly. Especially if it's cold. Oh, yeah. It's not bad. I do like it. You know, especially the price. So yes, I'd buy it again. Would I recommend it? To cook with especially. But I'm not going to go out of my way to say try it, you know. Unless we were broke and needed some beer and wanted to get a quick buzz. So maybe. Yeah. So I'd definitely buy it again and might recommend it. What was the other category? Anyways, Big B beer review grade. I like the alcohol content. Well, you can kind of taste it. They're not really good when they warm up. I'm going to give this one a C-. C-. Still a passing grade. So, if y'all have had some of these and you like them or anything like that, please leave me a comment and tell me what you thought. And I hope y'all enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you liked it as much as you did, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you like watching reviews like I do, check out Beer Reviewers United on Facebook, where there's several other reviewers that leave their reviews too for your enjoyment. And I hope to see you again here at the damn bar. Until next time, salute.